What's up, all my
Productive
LJC
day in
family?
my life.
And welcome
Welcome to
back to
my
my
channel.
channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, welcome back to my channel, family. And I just want to thank y'all for all the love and support y'all have been showing me. I thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I thank y'all for watching, liking, commenting on my channel. It is just, y'all just don't understand. This is a dream for me. And I work so hard trying to get my channel. I'm trying to get my channel monetized. It's taking a while, but I know it's not going to be no short amount of time like that. But I'm trying to work hard. I'm trying to do as much as I can. But today, y'all, I just want to interact with my subscribers. I have been getting a lot of different questions, and a lot of people been asking me, like on some of my old videos, they have been asking me, how do I deal with a broken heart? And I know it's a lot of people out there that hasn't never had to deal with a broken heart, that hasn't been to that point in their life, or have been there and dealt with it a different way. And some people just want to know. So I'm going to give it to y'all. Every bit of it that I have in my way. But I just want to thank y'all again. And welcome to my channel. To everyone that's new, all of my subscribers that's been here. If you don't know, I had to change the name of my channel because, like I said, I am trying to get my channel monetized whenever I reach that goal that YouTube requires. And the several people that I have talked to and I work with, they kind of let me know that the name that I had was so long and it had too much in it. I need to give my channel a name that has a little more to it. So my new name is Life with Jeanette. And Jeanette is my middle name. It's a unique name for me. It's spelled differently. It's not spelled Janette. It's spelled Jntt. I have no vowel in it. So I just want to just share my name with the world. Hey, you never know. But anyway, I love my name, and this is my new channel, Life with Jeanette. And I just want to thank y'all, everyone who's been here with me from day one, everyone who has subscribed, and like, even if you're not subscribed, even if you're unsure, even if you don't know, come on and join the family. I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna give y'all good content. I just have to get where I need to get so that I can give y'all the content. But I'm gonna be talking about how I deal with a broken heart. And I got me some noodles here with some olives in it. And I don't know if y'all have ever ate y'all noodles like that, but it tastes okay. And I got my nightgown on, as y'all can see, with my little Christmas my little Christmas nightgown on. But anyway, y'all, um, dealing with a broken heart is not something that you can just go and bump your head and wake up in the morning and it's sore and a couple of days you'll get over. Dealing with a broken heart is, oh man, y'all, dealing with a broken heart, I felt like my life was over. I felt like my life was over. And don't get me wrong, I done been in several relationships and I didn't had to deal with several breakups. Never a broken heart, because during those relationships, my heart, it was in it, because I never get involved and be in a relationship where I don't try to, give my all to, I'm not the gold digging type. I'm not the type of person who want this. And, I'm the type of person that if you love me, I'm going to love you unconditionally. Even if I don't even know you don't love me anymore, I'm going to still love you. I don't care about money. I don't care about name brand stuff. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is you, your health, the things that I can see when what you're doing, how you're doing, and stuff like that. I don't care about all that other stuff. That's just the type of person I am. I have always been, and that's the type of person I always will be. Uh, I just feel like this. People who in love with money, it's always something behind it. It's never I hate my nose. I always see I have a big old nose. But anyway, it's never a genuine thing behind it. Money causes a lot of issues. And I just feel like when you're in a relationship, just give your all. Don't worry about, well, you do this, you do that, you do this. Let's just come together and work together. And let's just get the bills paid. Make sure we got food. We go to work. The house is clean. Make sure we living and living right. We don't have to be worried about nothing, you know. What we can afford to do, we can afford, and what we can't, we can't. I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. I don't care to have to see nobody go out there and do nothing extra for me. I'm okay with having whatever it is that I got. And when I went through my broken heart, I literally thought my life was over. I thought my life was over. And it was something that I never felt before. Not even being young. You know how you have them little puppy loves and you break up with that person and you just feel like your life is just, you know, it wasn't that kind of hurt. It wasn't none of that. I literally felt like my life was over. When the first couple of times when I noticed something, I never brought it to that person's attention. I never said anything about it. I just walked and kept going and hoped and prayed that none of it was true. So I can say the first part of my heartbreak was denial. I just didn't want to believe a lot of things. I started seeing little small things, but I didn't want to believe none of it. I kept trying to live to where, you know, it was just all about that person. It was all about us. You know, I was trying to make it seem like it was something. And I knew it was something different about that person. When a person changed, a person walked different, a person looked different, a person act different, a person is completely different. And I knew that this person wasn't the same person anymore. But I was in so much denial to where I was just like, you know, okay, it is what it is. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm just thinking stuff that I shouldn't be thinking. And this person wouldn't do me like this. This person wouldn't do that. And I would think like, this person wouldn't marry me to cheat on me. This person wouldn't marry me to do this, you know, so I'm just tripping. And then I started getting to a point to where I'm just like, I didn't want to see nothing. I didn't want to see anything. Like, far as if I did notice, like, when we first like started back out, because that person had left for a while and came back, we had each other passwords. If his phone ring, I could answer it. If my phone ring, he could answer it. He would never turn his phone over. His phone was always right side up. And then you start seeing little things like passwords on the phone. The phone is always turned upside down. At nighttime, the ringer is not on. So you start seeing all these little things and you just be like, okay, maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just tripping. And then the person, they start getting up and never get up so early in the morning, and they always say they got to be to work at this time, and then you call them and they don't answer the phone, and then when they do answer the phone, they want to talk to you for a certain amount of time, when you and this person used to talk on the phone for hours and just talk on the phone. I be at work, we talking on the phone. He be at work, we talking on the phone. Things started changing like that. But like I say, that first part of that heartbreak is denial. And then the second part is you start getting them trust issues. You just be like, dang, where he at? What he doing? Where he going? Why this? Why that? You just start like, dang, I just don't know. So you start calling him, and when he ain't at home, you start texting him, and you start getting angry about things that's not going right. Where you at? Why you not at home? Why you out this time of the night? Why you ain't this? Why you ain't that? But you already knowing in your mind that this person is already doing something. You just don't know exactly what it is. But like I say, you already passed. You went through the denial part. You passed the denial part. Now you with this trusting part. You with this trusting issues. You just don't know what to do anymore. So anytime this person is out of your sight, you thinking like, dang, something is going on. This person done changed up. And then, the person start acting different, start moving different, start thinking different, start doing different stuff. And then you just like, you looking at this person like, who is this person? Like, dang. So when they leave and, you calling them, what you doing? Or, you just start like having them trust issues. Like, you just start just beating yourself up like, dang, what am I not doing? What I didn't do? What is going on? Why is this person acting like that? You start thinking and you start acting, start trying to figure things out, but you still don't figure it out. Then you go to the part to where you find out and but you still not really in your mind, you still not believing it. You're not believing it now. So you in denial, you go to the trust, and now you're not believing it. So now you're not believing that this person has came to this. You see little stuff, and it's there. This person is doing something. You know it. But you still, in the back of your mind, you just like, dang, still want to be with that person. You still love that person. You don't want to get into an argument. You don't want to push that person away. You just don't know what to do at this point. So you don't believe nothing you see. You don't believe nothing you hear. You just be just like, dang, like, you start blaming you, like, what am I doing? What is this? What is that? So then, you start praying. You start praying like, Lord, I don't want this to end. I don't want our relationship to end. Whatever the situation is, I pray it go away. I pray he get over it and this and that. When you already knowing that that's not going to happen, because the way the person is acting, let me tell you, when a person start to pull themselves away from you, they are disconnecting their heart from you. Y'all gotta hear me when I tell y'all this. When a person starts staying away from you, they start sleeping in the other room. They start leaving early in the morning, not coming back to nighttime. They don't talk to you during the daytime. Every time y'all talk, there's an argument. They are literally pulling their heart away from you. They are pulling themselves away from you so that when this stuff hit, they don't have to feel bad that they doing the things that they doing. They don't have to feel bad because they didn't already got that disconnection from you. So they start pulling themselves. They start doing crazy stuff. They start saying crazy stuff. And it's like, dang, like you don't know what you done did. You don't know you don't do anything to feel like you done did anything wrong. But in this person eye, he feel like you done did so much wrong. He just don't want to be in a situation no more. So they start pulling themselves away. And then once they start pulling themselves away, it become easier for them to walk away. When a person pull themselves, whether you a man or a woman, girl or boy, whatever the situation may be, when you start disconnecting yourself from somebody, that's when it's real. That's when it's real. And it's crazy. It's crazy because at first I didn't understand a lot of stuff. But y'all, when I started knowing the stuff that was going on, and it was going on, why that person was still here, it was just like this big old cloud of smoke just came in front of my eyes. It was just like I was so blind to everything, I couldn't see nothing. I just could not believe the person that was standing in my face. I just could not believe it. I mean, I'm just like, what did I do? But then you go to thinking about, okay, maybe this, maybe that. But don't never blame yourself for a man or a woman cheating on you, pulling themselves away from you, doing nothing wrong that you didn't know of them doing. Don't never blame yourself for, because when you start playing the blame game and you put all the blame on you, guess what? That's when you start getting hurt. That's when you start hurting yourself too. I started crying, and I started yelling and screaming, and always asking him why. Always asking him why. Why this, why that? Why this, why that? Always asking him these questions, and he didn't have an answer for me. He didn't know. All he could tell me was he wasn't in love with me anymore. That's all he could say. He didn't tell me why he wasn't in love with me no more. He didn't tell me what was the reason, and nothing. That's all he could tell me. In my mind, I'm steady, why? So you start praying and you start hoping for something different. But when you're dealing with people who don't have no heart, nothing will change. When you start dealing with people who does not like a person, I just feel like the love that I have to give people, I probably will never find someone to give me that love back. And the only person can love me more than that is God. Nobody else can love me more than that. And that's why I say the love that I have to give, nobody can give that to me. So the type of love that I give, it was so hurtful, If I could just, I don't hate that person, I don't dislike that person or anything, I'm just telling y'all how I got over my heartbreak. But, once you start going through that, the hate set in. By this time, that person is still kind of here but not, kind of here but not here. And it was the hate that I was starting to grow in my heart for this person. And we all know we're not supposed to hate nobody. That's not of God. We're not supposed to hate nobody. But the hate that was growing in my heart for this man, it was pitiful. It was pitiful. I had to go. I was ashamed to let my pastor, I was ashamed to let my church members, I had to let my family members know because it was just so hurtful to what I was going through. But after I had that hate in my heart, it got so ugly to where when things really hit the fan, I exploded. I exploded and I wanted to see nothing but pain upon this man. Nothing but pain. I wanted him to hurt some kind of way. I didn't care what the pain was. I said mean and hateful things. I did mean and hateful things. I wanted to see some type of pain upon him. I didn't care what the pain was. And even at one point, I blacked out. And I was literally about to put my hands on this man. But I heard my son's voice. And my son knew it. He seen it in my eyes. He called my name and he knew what I was finna do. And my kids know I don't act like that. They know I don't act like that. I don't cuss. I don't do none of that. I don't act like that. So when I heard my son call my name, I immediately clicked back. Like, Donna, get it together. But then it was just like, okay, keep your hands to yourself. And then it was just, things started getting ugly. He said ugly stuff. I said ugly stuff. I started doing all kind of stuff. And oh, it was embarrassing to me. And we was both in a hateful. But my thing was, how can you, who have done all of this to me, have the audacity to say anything when you the one broke my heart, when you the one hurt me, when you the one destroyed me, damaged me? How can you say anything? You're not the one hurt. You're not the one going through anything. Your heart is content. You have moved on. You have been moved on. You have somebody to go talk to. You have somebody to go lay up with. You have somebody to go be with. So how can you be so angry at me when you're the one who have caused all of this commotion and everything? So once that settled in, so I'm just like, did this man just really say all those hateful and ugly things to me when he is the one? I didn't do none of that stuff. When he is the one who did all of that and walking out of your wife life, walking out of your family life, walking out of our life, period. And you have the audacity to be mad at me for saying my feelings, for doing what I did when I'm the one hurt. It was crazy. But then I heard it. I didn't get over it in no weeks, no months. Well, some months. And the months turned in to just, I didn't want to see him. I didn't want to look at him. I didn't want to hear his voice. And whenever he came around my kids or my grandkids, I would leave, and I just didn't want to be a part of him. I didn't want to go nowhere. Wherever they were at, I couldn't stop them from inviting him. He was family. I couldn't stop them from inviting him, but I would keep my head down so I wouldn't have to look at him. I didn't have to deal with him, because at this point in my life, I just don't want anything to do with you. And then I have so many people who know the situation, and they in my inbox telling me this and telling me that. Well, he said you wasn't there for him, and he said this, and he said that, and he said that. Look, let me tell y'all something. I told one person, this man done been in and out, in and out, in and out. I have been there every single time. This last time, I couldn't be there like I wanted to. I had 4 children. Two of them was in high school. 2 of them was in middle school. One of them was getting scouted to go to college. I was talking to recruiters, and I was talking to the coaches, and I was talking to this. I was going to game. Then I had a daughter who she loved to fight. She do all kind of stuff. She's not a bad. She didn't give me a whole lot of trouble, but fighting and all that other kind of stuff, she did that. But I was trying to get her to help her. She had a baby. I was trying to get her to get herself, back together, get herself back in school. Then I had a son, my third born, in and out of juvenile, doing stuff he ain't supposed to do, going back and forth to court, doing all kind of other stuff. So I'm just like, okay, I don't have time for nothing. Then I got my baby boy who's trying to who's trying to walk through the same door as his big brother, because he was a great basketball player. My oldest son, he played basketball, football. He was getting recruited for football. So my youngest son was walking through the same doors that he played in high school, and I was going to his games and trying to make sure he was okay. But the type of stuff that he came in contact with and the type of stuff that he was around, and it just got just like this. I didn't have the type of energy that I gave him the first couple of times that he was in jail. The first couple of times that he went to jail, I didn't have that same energy where I could be there, where I could go visit, where I could put all this money on your books, where I could do. I didn't have that same type of energy no more. I was tired. How many more times are you going to go? How many more times are you going to go? How many more times are you going to just sit down and just understand it's time to raise the family? How many more times? No, I couldn't be there like I wanted to. He threw that in my face a lot. He said little stuff here, little stuff there. I should have seen the signs coming from a long way, but I didn't. But it was so hard when you have 4 kids, no fathers. This man was in their life since they was little. He was a big support system, but he couldn't stay out of jail. So I'm sitting up here dealing with all of this by myself. My oldest son getting recruited. He had to make all these decisions. Coaches coming to my houses. Coaches coming to my house. I'm talking to them. I'm trying to keep a clean house. I'm taking care of family members. I'm taking care of this. I'm trying to pay rent. I'm trying to pay bills. I'm trying to keep a roof over my kids' head. I'm trying to buy food. I got 2 grandbabies. I'm trying to do so much with me, just me. I didn't have nobody else. It was me trying to do everything that I can. Where was my time at when I gave him all my time? Y'all, this man was in prison here in where we live. I used to walk and catch the bus to go see this man. When I tell y'all, I can't even tell y'all how many miles I used to walk. How I used to have to be, it used to be dark by the time I got home, and walking in the dark, going through dark roads, and y'all, if y'all just don't understand, And he never came to me and told me any of this. Oh, she wasn't there like everybody thinks she was. She wasn't there for me this time. I could not be there and be out here worried about these kids. I have teenage kids now. I don't have little bitty babies where I can feed them, bathe them, put them in the bed, go take them to my sister's house, go take them over here for a babysitter. I had grown kids or teenagers. I had to make sure that these kids got the stuff that they needed. It couldn't be about you. It couldn't be about that person no more. And that's why it hurt me when I heard it from so many different people, because I'm just like, why he never told me that? And I could have explained to him. My son, I'm sitting up here, my third born son sat up here and stabbed my oldest son in the arms. I'm dealing with stuff like this. Son drugged out, and they calling me every night. I'm having to get up, go get him. But I'm grateful for the community and the people that knew me and my children, that had enough respect for me, because I loved all of the children. Anytime kids came to my house, they always knew I was going to make sure they was okay. I used to call my house the runaway, because there is no way I was finna let a child be left outside and not know where that child was going because their parents put them in. I wasn't raised like that. Where we come from, we didn't show tough love like that. We wasn't shown tough love like that. We wasn't put out and didn't have nowhere to go, and the kids come to my house and on my porch and they just sitting there and it's dark, and no, come in, get something to eat, you know? And I had to deal with so much. But once I started hearing all of this, it gave me this, it gave me this feeling in my heart to where, Donna, you don't feel guilty about nothing, because you was out here by yourself. Not they daddies or none of them. You took care of those kids. Not even the man that you gave yourself to, that you committed yourself to, was out here and was there for you. Where was he at when you needed him? He wasn't there for you. So I started feeling the same way he started feeling. The way he been telling everybody, I start feeling the same way. So my heart start pumping different. My heart start feeling different. So I start feeling this sense like, shoot, if that's how he feel, if that's what he feel in his heart, that's how he really truly felt about me, and he wasn't man enough to come tell me, he just wanted to go meet some woman and go be with that woman, and he couldn't come tell me, then what in the world am I sitting up here crying over something, acting crazy and looking crazy? And y'all, I was on this weight loss journey. I had to stop, like, I had to stop working out because I was losing so much weight, and it wasn't weight from working out, it was stress. It was not eating because of a broken heart. So when I start feeling all of that anger, that's the last stage, that anger. When I start feeling all of that, and was like, he have the audacity to go and tell somebody that she wasn't there for me this last time. And I'm sitting up here thinking about all this stuff that I was going through with these kids. Y'all, I think that kind of took so much out of me. And I started being, I text my pastor, and I talked to my pastor, and, you know, my pastor was, you know, oh, I love my pastor. He is such a great pastor. And, you know, he just basically put me back on track to where I need to be. And I knew that I had to forgive this man. And I knew, and I didn't understand at first when everybody was saying, Donna, did you forgive him? I mean, did you forgive him? Why do I have to forgive him? I never understood. But I got stronger and stronger in my prayer. Stronger and stronger in the word. One day God showed me a vision After he showed me that vision, I already knew what it was. I knew I had to forgive him, and I knew I had to move forward. I couldn't stay stuck on dumb. I couldn't stay stuck on stupid. I couldn't be angry no more. I had to move on. I already knew he had moved on, but I had to move on. So dealing with a heartbreak is not easy. You're gonna go through your steps and stages of the heartbreak. But I tell you one thing, when you get over that heartbreak, that last part of the heartbreak, that anger, and when I talked to my pastor, and my pastor helped me, and then my first lady, she took me out to dinner. She talked to me and let me know I had somebody there genuinely. I didn't have nobody there that just wanted to be nosy or wanted to know what this person was doing. I had somebody there that was genuinely, who really cared for the way I was feeling. I started saying, you know what, Don, it's time to move on. It's time to move on. And I say I would never, I'm not never, but I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I don't want to be in a relationship. I still got to get myself together. I got to build myself up. And I just wish that the other person, I wish them well. You know, I don't have no hard feelings, no bad feelings. I do not hate him at all. I still pray for him right to this day. I still pray for him because there is no reason for me to try to figure out and understand what somebody else's life has turned them to be. I just can't figure that out. But I would never hate him. I would never, wish anything bad on him. After I started hearing all of the stuff that people was telling me he was saying, and people was even showing me text messages of stuff he was saying. I even heard, man, I just tell y'all, I heard so much. People were showing me so much, and I just couldn't believe this man. But you know what? Hey, life goes on. I just know how this person truly felt about me. And I wrote a book, and I just, did this person really love me? Or was I just a person to just stand still and wait on him every time he got out of jail? And I was always there, And like I said, this last time, it wasn't the same. And I guess that changed his heart, that changed his mind, and that made him feel a different type of way. And hey, you can't hate nobody or be mad at nobody for their heart, for how they feel when they fall in love with somebody else. Hey, I just don't like the way it happened. I don't care about he moved on. I don't care that he's in love with somebody else. He's with somebody else. I just don't like the way it happened, the disrespect, and the way the things went down. Other than that, we cool. Hey, we ain't got no beef with each other. I text him, see how he doing. Ask him if he okay. Hey, I ain't got no problem with him. He didn't kill me when he broke my heart. So I'm still living. So now it's just time for me to love the next person. And we both be at a understanding. If you get tired of me, I get tired of you. Sit down, talk about it. And if we can't work nothing out, move around. Leave each other alone. You ain't got to cheat. I ain't got to cheat. Let's just leave each other alone. But I just want to thank y'all, all my LJC family. I don't want to hold y'all any longer. But if y'all have, let me know how y'all dealt with a heartbreak. Like I said, it was denial. It was just so much. The last part of my heartbreak was anger. And once I got that all out of my system, I was okay. Like I say, I text him, see if he okay. You all right? You good? Hey, I ain't got no beef with him. Other people around me might think I'm stupid, might think I'm dumb. Y'all might even think I'm dumb. But I don't have no beef with this man. None whatsoever at all. And that's just my heart. My heart don't hold hate. It don't hold nothing against nobody. In it just don't hold nothing against nobody. So if anybody holding something against me, hey, I'm going to still live my life. I'm going to still love you. And I'm going to continue to pray for you. That's all I can do. And at the end of the day, I love you. But most and foremost, God love you. I love y'all, all my LJC family. And until next time, peace.